friends. Do you remember when we talked about this man? Do you remember his name? Did you say Hanoch Piven? Yes, that's Hanoch, and there's his self-portrait. Remember how he used things around his house to create pictures and faces when we read this book, Let's Make Faces. That was a good book, and I think you might remember that I told you he has done some other books, and I thought I'd read one for you today. This one is called The Perfect Purple Feather. Look at all those things from around his house he used to make these pictures. The perfect purple feather. Jacob tossed and turned in the middle of the night. Something seemed different, not quite right. He felt a prickle at the back of his head. Something was poking from the pillow on his bed. He pulled it and pushed it and pulled it some more. What he had in his hand he could not ignore. Can you take a guess what it might be that's poking him? Did you say a perfect purple feather? How cool, said Jacob. So silly and sleek. I like how this feather tickles my cheek. He sat wide awake in his dark little room and saw out his window a bright yellow moon. Room, moon. Both words have the same sound at the end. They rhyme, room, moon. Hey, Jacob, chirped a blue bird in a nearby tree. I'm missing a wing. Just look at me. Please give me that feather you hold in your hand so I can fly in a flash to a faraway land. What else did you notice besides the perfect purple feather? That's right, that's the magic page. Good job. Scat, fly away, meowed a black catty cat. That feather's for me. Anyone can see that. It brightens my whiskers, a look quite unique. Unique is a fancy word for special and the only thing, the only one. With that purple feather, I'll be very chic. Can you see what Hanoch used to make that black catty cat? A porcupine said glumly, "It's a sad, sad life. No one will hug me. I'm as sharp as a knife. But with that feather, I'd be soft and so sweet. I could charm anyone I happened to meet." Do those nails look sharp to you? Ouch! Ouch! Soft. Declared the centipede. It's just not fair. I have lots of legs, but not one little hair. If I had that feather, I'd primp and I'd preen. Why, I think I'd feel just like a queen. An ant crawled to the centipede's side. Hey, come with me. We'll go for a ride. That feather will help us sail far away. Come, climb aboard. It's a beautiful day. A loud owl scolded. I'm old and I'm wise. That feather's for me. It's no surprise. I'm a great writer. And here's what I think. That feather will make a fine pen for my ink. So here's his little ink jar, and the owl is using the feather to dip in, collect some ink, and then do some smart writing. The doggie next door feared being left out, so she yapped at the owl and said with a pout, "Give me the feather which waves like a flag. I'll make it my tail and give it a wag." Wag, wag. Suddenly the bedroom shook with a roar as a black and gold tiger pranced through the door. "That feather will make a fine toothpick to munch after I've eaten that doggie for lunch." Luckily, brave Jacob did not lose his head, and he chased off that tiger with the pillow from his bed. Goodbye, tiger. Just then, a mischievous tick butted in. He picked up the feather and said with a grin, "What a great feather! It's as soft as a rose. I'll use it to tickle that elephant's nose." The elephant giggled and rolled around on the floor. Over and over she rolled toward the door. Then she raised her trunk high and choo! She sneezed the most magnificent sneeze. It was so amazingly loud it shook the tick's knees. Out flew the feather and it wafted up high. Can you see some of those other animals in the blue sky? Can you name which ones they are? All we see is their silhouette. A silhouette is a fancy word for the outline, kind of like a shadow. What's that one? That's right, that's the owl. What about this one? The porcupine. Do you remember this one? The cat. The bird. The centipede. One here too. And this one, the biggest of them all. Oh no, it wasn't. Look. It twirled and it swirled through the dark blue night sky. Jacob thought about the feather, then he pondered some more. Soon his eyes gently closed and he started to snore. And the perfect purple feather, where did it fly? Past the yellow moon, higher up in the sky? Perhaps it will end up somewhere nameless and new. Or maybe it will land right here with you. And here is the perfect purple feather. It's a homemade one. Maybe you could make one if you don't have one, or maybe you could use a different color feather to make something. I hoped you liked the story, The Perfect Purple Feather, and I hope you have fun making some things too out of things in your home. Thanks for watching, fish friends.